Hey everyone, welcome back to another training sketchbook study session with me. Today we will draw faces. This was the last session. If you missed it, you can check it out later. But today we will do faces. I will put the links to all the images we will draw today below the video in the video description. Also, if you have any wishes for study topics, please do me a favor, write it in the comments below. Otherwise, make sure to grab your sketchbook now and your favorite drawing medium and let's get going. improve the silhouette a little bit. This is something I observed when I did the 100 heads challenge, that silhouette is really, really important, especially readability for an interesting face or an interesting portrait. So also when you choose your reference, make sure to check the general silhouette of the reference. And when you find the silhouette already interesting, then you probably also will enjoy the result of your drawing. Also, what I like to do, and this is just a personal taste, when it comes to shading here, and it doesn't matter if it's with an ink pen or with a pencil. Basically, when you see these areas where you have a highlight, I just keep this area white or use the white of the paper. And then for everything else, I just basically follow the form with my shading, so with my strokes, like this. And that indicates texture, supports the form I'm drawing, and also I try to create a value structure for my drawing. And this will automatically help to pop your drawing, or basically make the contrast on your drawing stronger. I'll definitely give this a try. Here again, opportunity for improving silhouette. Now we have this cool shape of hair of the left side of her face. So we definitely want to try to nail this to make this general silhouette more interesting. And we want to follow the form when we draw the hair. So since she has this really cool red stripe in her face, let's also do that, why not? Just taking a second look and then giving it a little bit more of an artistic look. Now I don't want to draw everything here, just basically drawing her as she would be a bust or something, right? Now let's shade also these shadows in. Why not doing that? So we can round the chin a bit more. And now I just give it straight lines for the cast shadow. And there are so many different ways of shading, right? There's something I loved with pencil is that you basically can completely shade everything by following the form while rendering it. This is of course something where you need to be a bit more delicate when it comes to ink. So I'm still experimenting with this process in using ink, but it's also cool to learn something new. And sometimes, yeah, you make a mistake, but we want to make mistakes, right? Because we want to learn new stuff. And just for fun. Also, if you also want to try these pens, of course, I will make the link for these in the description as well, as in the last video. So you can give it a try as well. Okay, let's move to the next phase. So now we take something more frontal. Can already indicate the hairline a bit. So I gave his hair a bit too much volume, so we need to keep this in mind and try to correct it. So I want to correct it again with the silhouette, working with that. And keep in mind that the head or the human head is basically nothing else than a ball, right? Nothing else than a ball or a sphere, and that we need to make sure that we keep the roundness of the skull. Otherwise, your head or your skull will look very odd, and you will see that this also makes a big difference in your drawing, because we as humans are really good in seeing faces or proportions because we see human beings every day and we see ourselves in the mirror every day. So this is why it's really important that we keep these anatomy structures very on point. And if you don't get it right away, it is a process of learning this. So again, this shading tip here, keeping the highlights white, using the white of the paper, and the rest we follow the flow of the hair and try to create a value structure. So this is really a cool warm-up for the day because you get your brain into observation mode. And for example, I'm very tired today, but this is really good for me to get into drawing mode, to get my brain ready on a very loose, it's a very loose approach. Basically drawing a couple faces, it's very comfort zoning for me. I don't try to reach any beautification goals, anything. I'm just drawing what I see, trying to observe. And if I could make you draw to this point, please do me a favor, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Also, again, if you have any wishes, any topics we should study, we should draw as a warm-up, write it in the comments below. And it can be really everything. Alright, let's do another one. Here is the overlap, very important. So overlap of the nose and the mouth. So again, we can now decide if we want to fill this full shape of the hair or if we just indicate light and shadow. And this is also a patient thing, but also a feeling thing. So if you know you don't have time anymore, or you're like, okay, I don't want to shade the fifth hair or something, then just indicate it once. Like this, you know, but at least make sure you follow properly the form. This is really the most important point. Follow the form and the hair, the flow of hair. And then at least get a base value structure in your drawing. And by value structure, I mean that you have proper shadows, proper midtones, and proper lights. So these would be my midtones, my lights, and the darkest shadow would be basically this cast shadow here, this shape under the hair. Or if we go over here again, the Terminator shadow we create. Because as we know, right, if form is changing, value is also changing. But this is really fun. I mean, for me, it's really a lot of fun, and I hope you girls and guys also have fun. And if I could make you draw to this point, or if you still stick around, then it makes me really happy, because this is what this series is for, to make you all draw, to motivate you on a daily basis. And yeah, if you like the series, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, and also if you have friends, make sure to share this video. That would really help to grow and support these videos. This baby hairs she has here. It's really cute. Also, if you have any questions regarding the process of making faces, drawing faces, or shading, please also feel free to ask. Again, establishing value structure. So we have technically a little bit of space left here for a face. So let's draw one quick one. I actually love this with this orange line. So let's do it as well. This looks really cool. Maybe we can use it for a future artwork or something, that we keep this type of color combination or this type of shape in our brain, maybe for, I don't know, a sci-fi IP or something. It's really, really special. Now we have a little bit of an overlap here, but that's okay. We can create cool overlaps with the other portraits to make some sort of cool composition. With purple. So I'm a bit lazy here, so I'm not going to do the proper texture representation as her hair is, because I just want to save some time. But I basically indicate the texture here in the light area. So you're basically faking it. Just to save time. And I think that's it then. Let's give her a button. The button she has here. Now, yeah, this is a nice page. I like it. Now, one little thing we want to do is we want to draw now. And for this, I basically go 2 pages more. We want to close everything, so I will turn down my references here. Now, since we just drew for 40 minutes, let's recap what we just observed. Okay, so first, important, the form of the head. Okay, so what you need to keep in mind is that the skull is basically a round object. Right? It's round. We don't want to lose the roundness of the skull. And everything else here, nothing else than a box. Right? So then we have the eyes sitting in an eye socket. Really important. Eyes are not flat, right? They're not stickers. I see this very often. The eye is basically a ball inside the hole. This is absolutely crucial. And it's very easy, you can practice this. You can just draw one eye over and over. And you also can practice a different type of eyes. Then you can turn this also. Rotate it. So you draw this more from the side. Right? And there's also different stylization of eyes. Okay, really important. Then also the nose, right? The nose is a geometric form. Okay, so the nose is not flat. Of course, if you watch anime or TV shows, sometimes they do indications like this, right? Because they need to do that for production. It's production value because it goes very quick in animation. But actually, the nose is a 3-dimensional form. Okay. You can think of like a simple box, but you can also go for a more complex. Shape for the box. And we have nostrils also, right? And then same thing, practice this from the side. Rotate it, ask yourself, okay, what do I see if I look from the side? What is really important is the principle of 3-dimensionality in faces and portraits. If you understand this, you don't have any trouble with drawing these. Okay, and I make it very quick. I always do it with my mentees in the session. If we have a cube and it sits on the table in the front view, we see one plane. If we now rotate this cube, we see 2 planes. And now we completely rotate this cube again. And we have, as you can guess, 3 planes. We have the 3D effect. This is what we want. We don't want this. No, we don't want this. This can happen sometimes because the 3rd plane is blocked by something. But what we always want to achieve is the 3D look. And this is why I told you in a session earlier, always look for silhouette in your reference and watch out for what could be interesting. I see this often that some people choose reference where the face is very frontal. Of course, this makes it super difficult to make a good 3D effect because then you need to really be super smart with your planes and your plane choosing. As you see that we have always, I'm looking for a very strong 3-dimensional read. This one here is a bit more tricky because it's more from the side. Same than here, right? But here we have a plane from below. Here we have a plane from above. So this gives this 3-dimensional look to these portraits, to these faces. And the other thing, practice, practice, practice. Draw 50 heads, draw 100 heads. If you draw it repeatedly, but with not empty-minded, try to really focus on improving every single head, you will get better with drawing your heads. I experiment, I like also to draw a face purposely wrong to see how can I push this or where does this come from, what is the essence of it, For example, I always like to show my little nephews, because they really want to draw better, and this is like super quick. The 30-second cowboy, right? So I don't know if that was 30 seconds, but you can see you can indicate a face very fast. Do I have 3D effect right now? Not really, right? It looks pretty flat, but the brain can do the rest for me, right? But if I would take a pen now, basically go in and draw in the form in here. And try to see, okay, how can I make my drawing more three-dimensional? And where are my planes? Right. So I see basically that the head is off center, but the three-dimensional effect can be here. You just need to be more precise and delicate with it. Okay? If you have any wishes for what we study next, practice next, please write in the comments below. Otherwise, if you want to get these pens, I will put all the links in the description, also for all the reference we drew. I wish you an awesome day. See you in the next session. Take care. Ciao, ciao. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. If you also want to get mentored by me, make sure to check out my website, janusz-art.zone, and apply for the mentorship. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Take care. Ciao, ciao.